by the time you really have the guts, or you have the will to provide for your parents, this is the time that they're getting weak. They have few years to live,
Yeah.
And the last thing everyone wishes to do is to make their parents happy for the few time they're left on earth.
Yeah.
So I feel like I still have a lot of time ahead of me to provide or to make my life better because I'm young. But my parents don't have that much time to live.
Yeah.
So my obligation would be to make them happy, provide for them, and help them with their problems. That's the way I feel about it.
True. But the thing is, what if you're also still struggling? Are you going to let yourself suffer and not be able to take care of yourself as you should and take care of your parents? Or you're going to take care of yourself, push as much as you can until you get to a point where you're stable enough to, support your parents? How would you balance such a situation? Welcome back to our channel again. It's the Raw Voices here. It's your Voices here. It's your boy Jonathan and
Zovik, your boy.
Yeah, we've been lagged a bit behind in making some content, but we had to do some of our boss's work. We have jobs to accomplish, but we're here again to shoot another video, add on to what we have. But we really do appreciate you guys for the love, the support, and everything. We really do appreciate. Big love to you all. Alright, so tell me, how was your week, brother?
My week has been smooth, just work and a few problems, but we get to work on them as men,
Yeah.
That's what we do. Just conquer our problems and live life. How about yourself? How have you been?
I mean, it's not been too bad. It's been some stressful 2 weeks for me.
Yeah.
I had so much to do back to back. We had a friend who lost their dad.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, we send our regards to you, Saya. We love you. We're with you.
The Lord comfort you.
Yeah. All right, so let's kick into today's conversation.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about is it our responsibility as children when we grow up or when we move out of our parents' houses to take care of our parents, Like, let me say if your parent is lagged behind on something or they can't afford to make money by themselves anymore. Is it our responsibility as their children to stand up for them and make sure they're living the life they need?
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I feel like it's every child's responsibility as long as your parents were in your life.
As a kid.
All
right.
As long as they played their role as a parent in your life and provided for you, took care of you.
Yeah.
Made their best to make your life better in any way.
Yeah.
I feel like it's your responsibility to stand for them when they can't stand for themselves anymore. Because sometimes I've had some people say like children are like investments.
Yeah.
Some parents have that ideology. I don't really like side with it, but I feel like sometimes it makes some sense. When your parents get old, they tend to get weak.
Yeah.
They can't work anymore. They can't put bread on their tables anymore. And I feel like that's the time they really need your support.
I mean, on the other side, I agree support is okay. But I wouldn't say it is an obligation for a child or a kid who has grown up to take care of your parents. I don't think it's an obligation. But as you said, of course, it depends on the relationship you have with your parents.
Yeah.
Some children have grown up being traumatized with different things, through watching their parents go through different problems and issues growing up, to the point where they're like, I don't feel like I want my mom to suffer when I start working, when I start earning some bread for myself. As long as I'm able to take care of myself, I need to make sure my mom is living a good life. She's having the stability she's not in a position where she's yearning for anything.
Yeah.
But on the other side, if you might want to be that person who takes the responsibility to look after your mom, you know, be able to support her in every way, but you're also still struggling as a
person to be on your feet as
as a growing up adult, someone who is, you know, still figuring out life.
Yeah.
You find yourself in a position where
you can't do both.
Yeah, you're going to either have to neglect yourself or neglect your parents' needs.
I feel like life is hard, but I just feel like in such situations, I would be on the side of the side not opposing the motion, but saying yes to the motion.
Okay.
I feel like every kid should take care of their parents in such moments. You could say it's not an obligation, but I feel like you really need to. But it goes back to the relationship, of course.
Yeah.
We've seen people on the internet where they work and get good jobs, and the first thing that comes into their mind is, I need to build my mama house.
Yeah.
I need to buy my father a car. No.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes. Yeah.
So at a certain point, I feel like by the time you really have the guts, or you have the will to provide for your parents, this is the time that they're getting weak. They have few years to live, you know.
Yeah.
And the last thing everyone wishes to do is to make their parents happy for the few time they're left on earth.
Yeah.
So I feel like I still have a lot of time ahead of me to provide or to make my life better because I'm young. But my parents don't have that much time to live.
Yeah.
So my obligation would be to make them happy, provide for them, and help them with their problems. That's the way I feel about it.
True. But the thing is, what if you're also still struggling? Are you going to let yourself suffer and not be able to take care of yourself as you should and take care of your parents? Or you're going to take care of yourself, you know, push as much as you can until you get to a point where you're stable enough to, you know, support your parents? How would you balance such a situation?
I would still find a way to make it work, because on the way to stabilize myself, I can't be happy when I know my parents are not doing good. I can't be having, like, let's say $10,000 in my savings account and my mom's roof is leaking.
Oh, she's struggling with a loan somewhere.
Yeah. They're having a house that's leaking, and I can't do that because I just feel like that's like something I need to do.
But on the other hand, let me say, you have $10,000 in your savings account. Okay. Yeah. Yes, your parents could be having a problem that needs immediate action. Okay. You're going to step in and help.
Yeah.
But how long is this going to happen? That is the question. Because the more you keep, you're also in the position where you have to fund your parents on everything. You lag behind on, let me say, an investment you would have done that, you know, would have pushed you forward like 10 times whatever you were to invest in.
Yeah.
You know. So me personally, I feel like investing right now in my time, like with the money I get, like trying to save more and more to make something better out of it that will eventually give me the stability to say that, okay, now.
So let me ask you a question. If you had saved up some money and you're trying to make an investment, and your parents, not saying that this is going to happen, but one of your parents needs like urgent medical attention,
that is different. I'm obviously going to give him.
Because taking care of your parents also takes in them.
I'm definitely going to give him.
Yeah. So okay, let me say the luxury life.
Yes, if it is like certain problems like medical health, medical issues, like she needs something like she has to live with.
Yeah, those are things I'm talking about.
That is something I'll give him. But I'm not expecting my mom to call me or my dad to call me.
Yeah.
Telling me that, oh, Jonathan, we have an event somewhere, or like there is a friend who has a wedding and I need a contribution of. I say I offered to contribute this amount,
But
of
I didn't
money,
have it.
but I don't.
I'm relying on it.
Yeah, I don't have it.
Then that's not taking care of your parents.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a luxury.
That's what I'm saying. So sometimes you just have to consider
Yeah.
yourself, not because your parent is asking.
Mm.
You know, you have to weigh and be like, okay, I'm literally spending sleepless nights to earn this money.
Mm.
I'm working my ass off to, you know, live a stable life as well.
Yeah.
And my mom can't, or my dad can't be asking me for money for somebody's wedding because she offered to give it in without even my consent, and she expects me to give it to her.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, things like that, that is not taking care of your parents.
Yeah. Oh no, I would be on your side on that.
Because that is where it comes in. Yes, where we come from, that we have like cultural beliefs that make it feel like you're honoring and respecting, and you know, being the good child to your parents by taking care of your parents' needs. It is like a culture thing, you know. It is a thing that makes you honored. Everybody that gets to hear, oh, so and so is helping the mom, so and so is helping the dad. It's something that really, you know, makes other people feel good about you or what you're doing, you know, as a cultural belief. Okay.
Yeah.
But on the other side, when you face reality, this is not something I feel like it is an obligation.
It also takes me back to a question. Let's say helping your parents could be in different ways.
Yeah.
So if your parents can't provide for your siblings, let's say like pay for their tuition, do you feel like you need to step in and do that?
Wait, like my siblings, my sister,
so your
my
siblings,
close siblings.
Yeah, your same parent siblings.
Oh, that for that, if it is tuition for like my sister or something, I'll definitely give a helping hand because I want my sister to earn education.
Yeah.
I don't want her to lack on, you know, those small things. If God help me and my parents were able to take care of me on that, you know, I'm gonna do the same to my siblings. I want them to, you know, feel like they're taken care of during the school time. Because me personally, I was taken care of. I wasn't ever just from school for like lagging behind on school fees or anything, you know. I was always at school because my parents were obligated to do that,
Yeah.
and they played their role in my life. You know, even like now, if I also get to a position where I'm able to play that role, I'm gonna step in 100%.
Okay.
You know, but I'm not going to put myself on a nail because, you know, my mom is this and I'm struggling on this side. You know, I'm also still struggling to get there. I'm trying to find a way of stabilizing, and then I'm gonna be able to, you know, take care of whatever my parents need. At that point, even if they ask me for money to go do their hair, whatever, I'll give it to her. You know, personally, I do like I'm a giving person. I do like gifting once in a while. I give my mom and all that, and she's happy. And obviously, there's things she has asked for me, and I'm not able to provide it. I don't just give in because she's asking. You know?
This topic goes very wide. When you come into when we get to the aspect of a relationship,
Yeah.
let's say your girlfriend or your woman or your wife, whatever the situation is, they have something they need, and then your mom also needs something. Who are you going to prioritize? Are you prioritizing your mother, or are you going to prioritize your lady? And this is not something like your mom is asking for luxury. It's not a luxury you need. It's
Okay.
something that she really needs.
I mean, as long as I'm able to provide, and it's not a luxury need, I'm gonna provide for my mom.
So your mom is going to come first.
Yeah, she's gonna come first. Even my wife will understand that,
Yeah.
because even if she was in the same position,
Some don't actually. Some don't understand.
even if she was in the same position where she had to, you know, provide either for me or for the mom or the dad, she's obviously gonna choose her parents first.
Because we've heard from the women in this generation say like, I need to be your priority, whatever the situation is. I need to come first.
Okay, there are certain things that my mom might ask for
and can wait on.
and it can wait, then I'll prioritize, my partner on that. But if it is on the other side, if it is a medical condition, I expect my wife or my partner to be able to see that as well.
It's not even a debate you should have with
Yeah, it's not a debate. This is something a normal person can see and be like, okay, this is the reality.
Yeah.
Whatever is going, it is okay. It is challenging because you know how once you start getting problems, you end up finding yourself that things keep piling up one by one. Day by day, you end up in a situation where you're facing different problems at the same time in the same timing. So you end up getting caught up. If at the end of the day, if my partner is also going through like a medical condition and my mom has a medical condition, I have to find a way of dealing with both. Because I'm not going to sit there and be like, okay, I've dealt with my mom. Please take care of yourself. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm going to find a way to make sure I'm dealing with both sides.
Still going deep into this, like we've seen people on social media building their parents' houses and buying them cars like that. And then we get this pressure where people, they're not badly off with their families, but they end up wanting to prove social media, the community, but that they got it. So they end up like going an extra mile, building another house, or doing extra stuff for their parents, even though they had a place where they are staying. What's your take on that? Do you feel like it's
everybody has a right to do what they want. If somebody wants to build a second house just to prove to the public something, they can do it. But one thing I've realized, the more we grow up and the more things change with life, people don't give a damn about what you have. Whatever you have is yours. It's only you who acknowledges it.
Self.
Yeah. You don't have to prove a point to anyone about what you have to do or what you want to do. It's just that people decide to put out everything in public and make it a whole different.
And what's funny? People just give that whatever you put up just attention for a few days.
Yeah.
If you're lucky to wait the second day about that.
We all know how these things work. Even if just look at people who come in like from fame and something they've done that the public likes. Within 1-2 months, the story is no longer there. The person is down the drain. So you only work to do something. You work so hard to do something only for you to go down in 2 weeks.
To have validation of a day.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, everybody has the right to do whatever they want. So that is that.
Also have one more question. From our culture, when you marry someone,
I
know we end up going back into relationship topics. In every topic we bring up, I feel like it's our thing. Unknowingly, that's how we fall ourselves.
End up there.
Yeah. In our culture, when you marry someone, it's like you take all the baggage of their family. They're going to tell you all their needs. Your woman is going to tell you how her siblings are still in school and they need.
Okay, wait. Let's make this specific. As a man. Because no woman takes responsibility of a man's side of the family. If I marry a lady, in most cases, the family of the lady also tends to be part of my responsibility.
Yeah.
I mean, which I'm not saying it's a bad thing, because
it's not a bad thing, but you feel like it's really needed.
To be honest, it depends.
Feels like you're taking on a new family.
It depends.
Yeah.
In again, with the relationship I have with my partner's parents, or like the relationship I have with my partner's siblings, or the her side of the family, that is what I'm going to look at. And going back, still, it is doing what you can afford, not putting yourself at risk, not risking your life to do things that's are not in your capability. You only do what you can do at the end of the day, because you can't push yourself to do something that you can't do and eventually ending up in a shithole. you're going to end up messing up your life. You've risked so much, and after you lose it all, even the lady you are, well, the man you are doing all this for,
They leave you.
they'll leave you stranded, and you have to find your way out again.
The advice I would give men is find someone that has a well-off family.
I had somebody say that. When was that?
I feel like that's the cheat code to that. To prevent you from getting into that corner of problems.
That
Find
statement.
someone.
That statement is gonna cause problems.
I know, but it's the reality.
As a man, I'm trying to remember where I had it, but I had somebody say, as a man, try so hard to get a lady from a well-off family. But now where does it live?
Well,
I mean,
the non-well-off families.
Yeah, where does, because I feel like
Unless it's not in your tradition. But if it's from a tradition you come from, if it's not well off, it's gonna end up on you. You marry a woman today, no, not even marrying, you get to know a woman today, and they let you know how their house in the village is leaking. And that's your responsibility to work on that house.
But do you believe that there is a person you have in your life, and they're just like a blessing to you?
Yeah, of course.
There's somebody who you really feel she's a blessing in your life, that you can't hesitate to do anything.
100%.
Because you feel like every time.
Some people are just different and blessed.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's about the energy they bring into the family. It's about the energy and how they take themselves around you. Sometimes like a woman is too good and you feel like that's nothing to you, No, let me make this clear. You could find someone that has like building ideas, they're trying to push you to be a better version of yourself.
Yeah.
Like my husband, let's do this, we need to do this, our children need to. Such women are there. You feel like when they have a need like that in their family, you're not going to be hesitant to help them out.
Yeah.
Because of their nature and the way they push you to be a better self. But you can find someone who is carefree. As long as they look pretty, make their nails, that's all they care about. And these are things we look at before we even make decisions about women to make our wives.
Let me tell you something funny. The more I've grown up, there's so many things I've like come to learn. Like as a man who is still going through different stages of life and all that. Every time we get on our phones or you're watching something, we love to watch things that please our eyes. You look at something and you're like, oh, okay,
I
I like that. But you don't want to have it in your life.
Yeah.
You're like,
what comes with a good film?
you're like, I like it. I love what I'm seeing, but I don't want it in my life.
It's about knowing your liege.
Not really. Even
You
if
can say something good, but you can't have it. You can't maintain
I
it.
could have it, but because of what it might come with.
Exactly. Maintenance.
No, I'm not talking about maintenance. I'm not talking about that.
Explain.
Like, how you look at, like, with just the physical look, let me say physical attraction. You look at something and you're like, okay, that looks good. I love what I'm seeing. It, not because I can't sustain it, I can't take care of it. I could be able to, but it's going to give me so much tension and thoughts and worry. Yeah, it's coming with too much pressure. You're like, now what do other men think when they see her? you tend to remember even the first time you saw her, where you were like, oh yeah, I like what I'm seeing. So you have all these pumped in your head. You're like, no.
I am the type of man who knows their league, that you can see someone and feel like she's out of my league.
Let me tell you something. As a guy,
Yeah.
I've been in that position where I feel like
I can't handle this.
I can't handle this. But eventually when I step my foot there, I can literally handle it
And
1,000 times.
Exactly. Sometimes the shell is different. the shell is giving something different. But when you get to know what this person is really, what they really are,
Yeah.
you get to.
You literally find out.
Why was I even freaking out?
You literally find out it is the smallest things.
Yeah.
There is a video I watched recently on Instagram, and the guy said, "Guys, if you have a girlfriend, watch this." He picked up 2 stones. One was a small
I think
stone,
I've seen it.
and the other one was a big stone.
Yeah.
And then he took the stones to the girlfriend, and he was like, "Babe, look what I got you." I looked at them and I pictured me and you. And the stones, you're the small one and the big one. And the girl got so emotional about it. She was like literally starting to tear up in her eyes. I'm like, wait, hold on. But I mean, on the other side, these are things I've also, felt, I've seen and gone through.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, I thought I needed to put in so much work, and it was only a snap of a finger, and I'm like, okay. It didn't take me even a milestone,
Yeah.
So, on the other side, winding up with our topic, as a child to my parents, I feel it is less of an obligation to take care of them or to take care of their needs. Taking care of them is different. Taking care of them is 100% necessary, or a necessity to them, because we have to take care of our parents. If we don't take care of them, oh well, but taking care of their needs or being supportive in everywhere they want you to be, I don't think that's an obligation. You only support as much as you can, according to what you can afford. Because if I can't afford it, how am I going to be able to help you out? So we shouldn't feel like we're tied up, or like doing things for our parents is a must because of the cultural beliefs and whatever we've grown up hearing.
Yeah.
Things have changed. The world is on a different move right now. So
I know. Yeah. My perspective is, I feel like it's my responsibility. Like being, from my perspective, being the eldest and being a man of provision, like I like to provide, I feel like I'm obligated to do that.
yeah, that's okay.
I feel like
okay,
I need to do my best. I can prioritize them in different situations, as we've talked about.
Yeah.
Like things like medical, food, like basic needs. I feel like I need to step a foot forward before I prioritize myself. Those are the things I feel like I'm obligated to doing. But when it comes to luxury stuff, as we've talked, I feel like then that's something
That's
to
a
think
different.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this goes back to anyone's perspective. We can't sit here and just say like this is the right thing to do. It's always about a personal perspective about it.
Yeah, everything we say here is our own opinion.
Yeah.
So don't feel like we're attacking anybody, or it's just thoughts how we think. We think out loud about stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah. But thank you again for watching our video. We ask you all to subscribe. It's the Pro Voices again. Subscribe, share, like the video.
Leave comments.
Do everything you want to do with the video, please. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. We sign out. It's Jonathan here, and
XOVIC Zovic, and peace.